us as well, so if you bear with us. My name is Barthel. I do community education for waste management. How many of you know who waste management is? Yes, we pick up your trash, we pick up your recycling, but today we're talking about recycling. And Chelsea Hoffman is actually new to Bristol Township, and Chelsea goes out and actually sees how folks are doing with their recycling at their home. So you may see her out and about in the neighborhoods, and if you do, give her away. She's not actually policing yet, I don't think, but are you policing? She's policing. So everything you learned today, put these practices into your bin so that Chelsea doesn't have to knock on your door and say, why is that plastic bottle in your trash? But let's talk a little bit about recycling, and I'll turn this over to Chelsea about why that's so important.
Okay, so I'm going to start out with why we're here. Why me and Patty come to FDR and talk about recycling. What's so great about it? Well, me, you, your teachers, your principals, we all create 4.7 pounds of trash every single day. So add everybody up in the nation, in the world, 365 days a year, and you have 475 billion pounds of trash that we create every single year. And where does it go? The landfill, right. So 475 billion pounds of trash can go to the landfill, but we can save 50% of it or more by simply recycling. In fact, 2012, Patty's Waste Management actually took away 14 million tons from the landfill to be reused for different items. So, put it into perspective. That sounds like a lot of time. So, everybody knows what the Empire State Building is, one of New York City's tallest buildings. That's enough recyclables to fill it over 27 times. Or to fill a football field. You guys go to football games, high school football games, about 4 miles high. So that's pretty significant. Very significant. Very significant.
The next thing we're going to do is I want to explain the kinds of things that go in the trash that don't necessarily have to by playing the game. And many of you may have played this game last year, and it's called Rod or Not. And so as you came in, I know a lot of you are wearing green today. So I'm actually going to select 6 people to help me with my game in the front of the room. Would you like to help? All right, I got that one. I like your 5 minutes right there. I'm not used to using the microphone. Can everybody hear me? Yeah. Okay. So the way in my bag, I have 6 different items that you may use on a daily basis or have at home or here at school. And your job, as we go through each one, is to tell me, if you throw it away, how long does it take before it rots back into its original resource, into its natural resource? Okay? This is not if it's recycled, not if it's left outdoors, but literally when it goes in the trash, if it goes inside a landfill, things will rot and decay. They just take different lengths of time. So when these items are thrown away, I'm asking for the answer, then I'll say, how long does it take to rot or not? And if you put your hands up, we'll pick somebody. If you have the right answer, there could be a prize. All right, so I have, I forgot to tell you the timeline. Can you hear me? All right. Our timeline works this way. Each item can only go in one point of the timeline. The first one is 2 to 3 months. Second is 5 years, 10 to 20 years, 50 years, 500 years, and forever. So there's. How about notebook paper? Where does paper come from? Trees. Are trees a part of nature? Yeah, absolutely. How many of you have ever spilled something on your homework? How many of you have done it on purpose? That's pretty scary. Okay, so yes, if you get a piece of paper wet, what do you notice about the paper? It changes color. Okay. Strong and durable item. Is it recyclable? Yeah. Absolutely. But how long will it take to rot or not? like that that have a high acid or a high sugar content. And the cans are steel on the outside to make them long-lasting and durable in your pantry. This is considered to be one of those non-perishables, or when you have a can drive, these are the kind of fruits or vegetables, potatoes, etc., that you donate. Yes. How many of you think it's going to rust? Okay. Do we think that rust is a form of rotting? Yes. Correct. Oxidation is one of the stages of this particular item, breaking back down into its natural state. The question is, everybody's hands down. The question is, how long will it take for this item to rot? Hands down. How many? 5 years? No. No. How many? He said 50. Who agrees? 50. Yes. 50. Correct. What are made out of? Keep going. Plastic, wax paper, cardboard, you name it. Reason being, inside could be recyclable, the foil on the outside could be recyclable. The problem is that all is stuck together. There's no way to separate those materials to recycle them. Is it strong and durable? No. If it was strong and durable, I wouldn't be able to rip it open and eat that chocolate. What do I have is called polystyrene. Who knows where polystyrene comes from? Yes. Well, no, wait, let's talk about that. There are a number of boys in this room. Yeah. Do you all have the same name? No. Different names. When I say polystyrene, it's a material type. When I say styrofoam, it's like saying this is a Josh cup, or this is a Bob. Okay? Reason being is that if you don't put a knot in it, the air can get inside of it and make it airborne. You've all seen bags hanging in trees or on poles or in the woods.
All the answers right in their head. Who is like, I knew every single one of those. Cigarette butts. How many people see cigarette butts on the sidewalk, outside the school? They are everywhere. I used to do a serious litter problem. 2 to 5 years may not be as long as maybe forever with the styrofoam or foam cup, but it's still a significant amount of time, and they're just an eyesore. 6-pack rings. Anybody ever see the cute pictures of penguins that accidentally get them stuck around their neck? The ones that get sent to the landfill, 450 years. It's not only a hazard to animals, but it also lasts almost 500 years in a landfill. By continuing to throw all your single-stream recyclables in there, making a conscious effort when you go to throw something away, think about, is this recyclable? Putting it in your green tote, or your blue tote rather. You can make this number increase even more, and you also have the potential to do that here at school. It works the exact same way, and it's just as easy to increase your numbers at home as it is here in school.
When I was a kid, you see the jars on the top, the peanut butter jar? Yeah. Okay, the Jif jar, which was my mother's favorite brand, was a glass jar with a metal lid. Do you see peanut butter like that anymore? No. Okay. Yes, so we can reuse, recycle that after we have done what with the peanut butter? We have used it. What's the word? Consumed it. Today, moving away from glass bottles and jars. I don't understand it, other than maybe it's a safety factor somewhere along the line. It was easier to take things with you. Today, the Jif jar is actually a PET jar, which makes it the same as a water bottle. Yes. So really, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't hurt to change that kind of packaging. Let's look at the next option. How many of you do laundry at home? A lot of you are plenty old enough, you're taught how to do wash. You don't always get to choose the kind of laundry soap. The chair on the left has what inside? Liquid or powder? Liquid. Yes. Consuming is not always eating, it's the using up, the actual using up. So today, more people are going to the convenient pods. Well, can I recycle the chair container? Can I recycle the lid? Yeah. What about the pod package? Yeah. No, why not? Is there a place to recycle those, the package that holds the little... No. It may be lightweight, it may be convenient to use, but in order to consume or reuse or use up that entire package in some way, it's not going to happen. Where is that outer package going to end up? In the landfill. In the landfill. Right. Star-Kissed tuna. You can still buy tuna in the can, but everybody wants things convenient and on the go. So in order to make it convenient, you don't want to have to bring the can along back with you or a little container that you're going to bring back and wash. More and more people are moving towards things that are convenient to us as consumers. And so now we have these single-serving flexible pouches. Are we going to recycle that? Yeah. Are we going to consume it? Yeah. No. You're not going to be able to consume the entire package. Okay? All right. Oh, wait. How many variations are there on ways to get juice? You can either buy the little
So I'm going to ask them to line up and then tell me what they have and then tell me what we can do with it. Come on up. Oh, you're first. Wonderful. All right, Rebecca, what do you have here?
Today I have cell phones, and they can be recycled in a cell phone bin here at FDR.
Yes, we recycle old cell phones. What do you have?
I have writing utensils, and they can be recycled here at FDR.
So we definitely should see no writing utensils in our trash cans.
I have a shoe, and you can...
What do you have?
A shoe.
Oh, you have a shoe.
And it can be recycled in a shoe bin at FDR.
We can recycle these at FDR. I take them somewhere, all smelling and nasty in my car.
I have a plastic milk jug.
Oh, what can we do with this?
We can recycle them.
Absolutely.
I have 2 rolls.
Oh, be more
A
specific.
toilet paper roll and a paper towel roll.
Most people don't realize you can recycle these. They are cardboard, so they should get put in your recycle bin. Here, you want to hold this paper roll?
I have batteries, and these can be recycled at FDR.
So we recycle alkaline batteries at FDR. If you have rechargeables, we'll take them too. I make sure they go where they're supposed to.
I have e-waste, and we can recycle this right here at FDR.
Right in the back, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have a cardboard box.
You have what?
A cardboard box.
Oh, what can we do with that?
Recycle it?
Yes, we can recycle that. You want to break it down though so it doesn't take up so much space. What do you have? What do you have?
Styrofoam.
Oh, what do I do? Did you just say I can't recycle that? So what should I do instead? What?
Not buy it.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
I have cardboard boxes.
Oh, and so, hold them up. And so what happens with those? She says we can recycle them.
Hey. I have this bottle.
We have a bottle tied, and what can we do with this?
It's empty. You can recycle it.
Right, I'm taking that home, it's not empty. But you can recycle that. And our dressing bottles can go where? Awesome.
I have papers and newspapers, and you can recycle either of them at here or at home.
We can recycle any newspapers or school papers here at FDR or at home.
I have a big plastic cat litter box, I guess.
That's perfect. What can we do with that?
And we can recycle it.
Absolutely. You gotta talk loud.
I have earbuds. You can recycle these at home.
We recycle earbuds and USB cords, you know, the ones that get vacuumed and ripped. And
I have a plastic bag.
what can we do with this?
Recycle it in the supermarket.
We have to take it to the supermarket. You cannot put it in your big totes at home. So this goes back to the supermarket. Don't let it go outside and become trash. We're going to take one more moment. I want to make sure before we start the last part.
What do I do with an old CFL light bulb? You got to raise your hand. What? Christina, recycle. Christina, you got something.